Hey guys, I'm Dr. Jason Barker with the Natural Athletes Clinic, and today I want to teach you how you can take care of athlete's foot quickly and effectively. Okay, so there are no shortage of topical medicines and internal medicines, natural medicines that you can use to take care of athlete's foot, but it takes a long time to heal this stuff up, right? Well, the reason that it takes forever is because we're not using the right approach. Now, before I get into that, what is athlete's foot? Quite simply, it's a fungal infection that's living in the outer layers of your skin. And of course, if you have something called tinea pedis, this is a technical term for athlete's foot, and it can also get into your toenails. Same thing, it's just that athlete's foot fungus living in the nails there. So this is a fungal infection. It's something that shouldn't be there, of course. So why does it take so long to heal this stuff? It's because we're not treating the inside of our body. So let me draw an analogy for you. So if you have a bunch of garbage in your house and you haven't taken it out for a while and it gets a little warm outside, guess what happens? All the flies and all the other gross little bugs start getting attracted to it. So what you don't do is you don't sit there and spray it with some sort of pesticide hoping that all the bugs will go away, right? No, you take the trash out. You're treating the actual cause of the problem. You get rid of the trash and the bugs go away. So we need to do the same thing with our body. And what I'm referring to is treating the terrain of our body. So that's more of an old-fashioned word. What we're calling it these days is the microbiome. So our microbiome just refers to that environment of healthy bacteria that we have living inside of us and outside of us. So you have lots of good bacteria all over the outside of your body that helps keep things like fungus and other bacterial infections away. Same thing with the inside of our body. We maintain a proper balance of healthy bacteria in us too, so that we don't get infections from the food we eat. So by taking care of the terrain of our body by using a probiotic, and of course by changing our diet, we can expedite or rapidly increase how fast we can take care of that fungal infection. So internally, like I just mentioned, taking a good probiotic. We love the HLC high potency probiotic because it's a broad spectrum, very good probiotic. And then of course, we need to look at diet, okay? So if you're eating a lot of foods that are sugary in nature, guess what? That's just like adding gasoline to a fire, okay? Fungus and yeast, which is actually a cousin of fungus, love sugar. So if you feed your body any kind of sugar, you're just going to be feeding that athlete's foot fungus, and that's why this stuff goes on and on and on forever. You're kind of trying to treat it topically, but it's getting well fed from the inside. So getting rid of all the simple carbohydrates in your diet. So of course, just straight up sugars, but also flours, you know, any food made out of white flour, right? So pasta, breads, bagels, cookies, crackers. We talk about this stuff all the time. You gotta get all the simple carbs out of your diet. Even things like root veggies, like potatoes, sweet potatoes, lots of carrots. Those are pretty high in simple carbs too, and that can kind of contribute to that overall burden of sugar in your body. So of course, lots of lean meats, lots of green leafies, nuts, seeds, beans, foods like that, okay? Whole grains are probably okay. Complex carbohydrates are okay, but nothing that turns into sugar. Remember, when you eat that processed food, it's very rapidly digested, turns into sugar in your body, okay? So I mentioned a probiotic. We also love Chronic Immune. This is Mountain Peak's immune stimulating formula. So it's loaded with all kinds of natural medicines that are going to excite your immune system. So it's going to turn on the T lymphocytes and activate the B lymphocytes. And those are the two major arms of your immune system. So Chronic Immune has 6 different immunostimulatory mushrooms in there. So things like maitake, shiitake, cordyceps, turkey tail. There's a couple others in there. A compound known as dimethylglycine. We have astragalus. We have beta-glucan in there. So all of the great natural medicines that actually fire up that immune system. So this is just like getting an army excited to go off to fight a battle. That's what Chronic Immune does. And so by increasing that immune surveillance, as we call it, your immune system is going to be more ready to go and fight things like fungus living on your feet. So that's a natural way to get your immune system going to help get rid of that foot fungus. The last thing you need to be aware of is, of course, just regular old hygiene. A lot of us just shower in the shower, all the stuff runs down, we don't really pay attention to the feet. So you've got to actually wash in between your toes, make sure you're getting all that junk out of there. And of course, when you get out of the shower, you've got to dry your feet. Now you need to use a clean, fresh towel every day, because you can kind of re-inoculate yourself if you use that same towel every day with that fungus. And a good tip is using a blow dryer to really clean the inside, or rather dry off your feet really well, because remember, funguses love damp, warm places. So, and then one thing that I've had success with in the clinic with treating athlete's foot topically is a special type of probiotic yeast called Saccharomyces boulardii. And what I'll do is I'll get a powder version of that, and I'll have people sprinkle it on the areas affected by the athlete's foot, put a sock on, go about your day. Now, these other 2 things you can use are apple cider vinegar and essential oils like oregano oil, lavender oil, and of course tea tree oil. Now you want to be careful using those ones because if your skin is cracked and broken from that athlete's foot, it's going to hurt. So you can dilute that apple cider vinegar, like 1 part apple cider vinegar to 3 or 4 parts water. The essential oils, you can put in a little bit of coconut oil, rub that on your feet too. Like I said, I've had success in the clinic using those to take care of athlete's foot. Okay, so I hope this video helps you guys out. Of course, if you enjoyed it, you got something out of it, please give it a like, please share it with your friends, and of course, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.